lovely Sunday afternoon session for you. It's actually just a little bit of neck manipulation, mobilization, stretch and release that I want to do for a good friend of mine who is really missing her swimming at the moment, which really helps with the rotation into her neck, and yeah, just that lack of movement isn't helping. Also, I know some of us are enjoying the lockdown, but I know quite a few aren't, and it can be quite stressful, particularly if you've got little families to look after, between homeschooling, trying to keep on top of work and whatnot. So we tend to build up a lot of stress within the hips, but also within the upper back. Also, a lot of us are working from home on computers, and I guess we're probably not moving around as much then, kind of getting up, having coffee and whatnot. So we're kind of getting again that forward roll into the chest and little lordosis into the spine. So what we're going to focus on is just really gentle this evening. So just focusing predominantly on neck and upper trap, so it's all related, okay? So if you start to feel tension within the neck muscles, it can be something happening in the upper back, maybe even the middle back and lower back. You'll probably find you're quite knotty in the traps here, so even just kind of giving yourself a little self-massage, or using a tennis ball, or really getting in there, or if you've got somebody, if you're lucky enough to have somebody who do it for you, all the better. Often that tension can spread up right through the fascia of the head, and you can feel it as a tension headache, which is really nasty. Okay, so even things like little thumb rolls around the temples, pressure point in that third eye, so that space between the two eyes, just putting a little bit of pressure here to help release that. Okay, so we're going to start easy cross-legged, legs out in front, sitting back on the heels, whatever's good for you. We're going to place the hands on the knees. We're going to inhale, arms out, reaching up, gaze goes up, and we're trying to keep those arms back in line with the shoulders. We're going to interlock the fingers, exhale, press the palms forward, and do this really slowly so you feel that lovely stretch into the upper back. We're going to inhale, arms out, reaching up, gaze goes up, exhale, pressing it forward, stretch and release. 2 more like that. Last one. And then bringing the hands back to rest, just lightly on the knees. We're going to do a few little seated cat-cow curls into the spine. So as we inhale, we're going to press the chest forward, arching through the spine, look up toward the ceiling, and see if you can close them out to really draw that chin up and get a nice stretch into the front of the neck. Exhale, pressing into the knees, curling through the spine, really stretching between the shoulders. Inhale, chest moves forward, gaze goes up. Exhale, curling through, release. Doing this with your breath and really exaggerating the movement as much as you can. So you should feel this all the way down through the spine. And on that exhale, particularly between the shoulders, and really tilting the chin into the chest so you feel that stretch right into the neck. Last one, forward. And release it back. And then coming back to centre. So we're going to bring a little bit more movement into that. As we inhale, we're going to press the left hand into the knee, and we're going to inhale the chest to the right. Exhale, curl to centre. Inhale, chest to the left, extend through the neck, so feel that stretch along the right side here. Exhale to centre. Inhale, right, extend. Exhale, centre. Inhale, left, extend. Exhale, centre. Continuing both sides. And just notice if that's a little bit too much stretch into the neck, just bring it to what feels good. And then every movement we might get a little bit further, or we might need to back off. So when it comes to the neck, you are your best guide. You know if it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, it's generally not good. Okay, so pain is not good. Just really allow the body and movement get into this. Last to the right. back to center curl, last to the left, and back to center curl. Lovely, coming back to center. We're going to reach for our towel or our strap or our belt, whatever you have. We're going to rest the palms down gently, a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to inhale, press the towel forward, reach up toward the ceiling. Exhale, drawing the shoulder blades together and elbows into the waist. Inhale, pressing it up, arms in line with the ears. Exhale, pressing it forward, releasing the shoulders. Inhale it up, gaze might go up if it feels good. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it forward. 3 more like that. So this is really good for strengthening into the arms as well. But we're trying to work those shoulder blades together down the spine, and then we're trying to create a little bit of space into the upper back here. A little bit of movement in the neck, more so into the shoulders here and upper back. Last one. This time we're going to inhale up, and as you exhale we're going to draw that left hand to the left, right arm moves over, and our gaze goes up toward that right hand, again only if it feels good in the neck. And we're trying to draw our arms back in line with the ears here, so you don't want the hands forward here, trying to create a nice bit of space into the chest, into the shoulders. As we inhale, pressing away through the hands, and as we exhale, maybe tilting a little bit more with the arms to the left. Last one. Inhale back to center, exhale it all the way over the other side. So again, we're pressing away into the towel, so we're really lengthening the spine in that inhale. And as we exhale, just drawing that right hand down a little bit more. Again, gaze goes up to the left hand, and we're drawing those arms back in line with the ears as much as we can. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, release it forward. So just getting a little bit of movement into the shoulders here just to release that. So again, you could do a lot more of them, and actually it's really good for working into your arm muscles as well without putting any strain on the actual joints. And then reverse it in the other direction. Again, nice big shoulder rolls, making those circles as big as you can. Lovely. Then we're going to reach back for our towel. We can have it a little bit wider here so there's a little bit less pressure. We're going to place it behind the head, holding on, and then we're just going to gently tilt the chin toward the chest. So I'm not really tugging on the towel, but I am getting a little bit extra stretch with that towel. As I inhale, I'm thinking about lengthening through the spine, and as I exhale, I'm tucking that chin in a little bit more, and you should feel this into the back of the neck and into the upper traps. I want you to really draw the shoulder blades away from the neck and just feel that extra little stretch. So where the stretch happens is usually on that exhale, so just really allow the body to relax into that stretch on the exhale. This time we're going to inhale, we're going to tilt the head to the right, and then we're going to exhale, tilt the chin toward the chest. So we're feeling a little bit more into the left hand side of the neck here. And again, it's a nice stretch, but there shouldn't be any pain. So again, if there's pain, just back off. Again, we can bring those hands down the towel if we want to draw that shoulder away a little bit more. Every exhale, just tilting that chin a little bit more. And again, you can choose to stay here as long as you wish if it feels good. Really working that left shoulder away from the ear, getting a little bit more stretch here. And then really gently inhale back to center, exhale it to the left, and then gently tilt the chin toward the chest. Here we should feel it along the right hand side. Again, we can drop that right shoulder a little bit more if you want to extend that stretch. And again, just relax with that exhale. So you're just allowing the weight of the breath, the weight of the head, with that slight little bit of pressure from the towel. But again, we're not tugging, so we're not trying to pull the neck out altogether. We're just exaggerating that stretch a little bit more so you can really access that full space into the neck. And then gently inhale back to center, and then exhale, release. From here we're going to inhale, look up toward the ceiling. Again, we're going to draw that chin so that our mouth's closed and we're feeling that stretch. It's really hard to talk like this, that stretch into the front of the neck. Inhale back to center, exhale, chin to chest. Again, we're trying to really press that chin to the chest. Inhale back to center, exhale, release it back. Inhale back to center, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale back to center, exhale, release. Inhale back to center, exhale, forward. Inhale back to center. Exhale it all the way over to the right, again as far as you can go. We might bring a little twist into this time. So we're going to press that left hand into the leg and just look over that right shoulder. So it's a really gentle twist. We're going to get a little bit deeper into this in a little while. But for now, we're just looking back over that shoulder as far as we can. Inhale back to center. Exhale all the way over to the left. So we're trying to get that movement in the neck. I know I'm drawing that left shoulder back, but we're more concerned in getting that rotation in the neck than throughout the full length of the spine. Inhale back to center. Exhale it right. Inhale back to center. Exhale it left. Inhale center. Exhale right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale back to center. Here we're just going to reverse the crisscross just to bring a little bit of balance into the hips. And this time we are going to bring a little bit deeper into that twist. So we're going to inhale, arms out, reaching up. As we exhale, bring the left arm forward, right arm behind. We're going to rest that left hand just above the right knee. Heave that right hand right up against the spine. And as we inhale, we're going to lengthen, sit nice and tall. And as we exhale, looking back over that right shoulder, we might press that left hand into the leg, acting as a little leverage. We're not falling back into that right hand, so that right hand is just there to remind us to sit nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, see if we can twist a little bit more, but again, concentrating here on that neck. And again, if it doesn't feel good, just tilt the chin and look down toward the ground. But just getting a little bit of release into the spine here. Last 2 breaths. So we're inhale, lengthening. Exhale, a little bit more. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, a little bit more. Inhale back to center. Slight little counter twist to the left, just bending toward the left to release that twist. And we come back to center. Inhale, arms out, reaching up. This time, exhale, right hand forward, left hand behind, right hand rests just above the left knee. Left heel of that hand nice and tight against the spine. And as we inhale, lengthen, and as we exhale, looking back. So if you find that you're really curling into that lower back, you can always sit in a cushion here or on a block just to give a little bit more of a tilt into the pelvis so you can really keep that spine nice and long. So do try that. Even just a cushion that you have in the living room. There, voila. Or a block. A cushion's nice. Sometimes the blocks, unless you have a nice low block, the blocks can be a little bit too high. So the cushion can be just nice. It's just allowing me to tilt my pelvis a little bit more forward, and then I can get that nice alignment in the spine. Last one here. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, both hands to the right, gently releasing to the right. and then coming back to centre. So I'm just going to show you a few little, it's not so much yoga, more so from the physical therapy point, of soft tissue release. Now, it's nice if you can get somebody else to do this for you, but at the moment I know it's not always that accessible. So I'm going to show you a few that I actually often do myself if I'm feeling a little bit of tension into the neck. So the idea of soft tissue release is that you bring your motion contra to where you, so when I have my neck like this, when I have it flexed, I've got no kind of pain, I've got no stretch. So where I want to bring the stretch, I bend into that stretch. Then I lock my fingers nice and comfortably toward, in the opposite direction as to where the movement is going to go. Okay, so if I'm tilting my chin to my chest here, I'm pulling the fascia down toward the neck. Okay, you'll see it better when I'm doing it. So I'm inhale looking up. As I exhale, because I'm pulling down towards, say, my shoulders here, there's a real resistance. So I'm trying to draw my chin toward my chest, but I'm feeling that lovely stretch into the neck. I might even get it the whole way, depending on how good that lock is. Inhale, look up, and we might move the fingers a little bit closer down the spine here. Exhale, chin to chest. And again, you should feel the stretch into the neck. Inhale, center. Get my lock in. Again, moving down the spine a little bit more. Exhale, release. Chin to chest. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, lengthen up. Locking it away in the opposite direction as to where the movement is going. And feeling that stretch. Again, it's really good if you can get somebody to do the lock-in for you. And you can do that the whole way, as far down as you can reach down the spine. Again, if you've got somebody doing it for you, they can work a little bit more into the traps, so like the bigger muscles, and that's really nice. So we just do, we'll do a few little side movements here. So again, this time I'm going to draw the ear toward the shoulder. I'm going to lock in toward the base of the skull to start with, away from the movement, and then as I exhale, I'm going to tilt my chin to the right. Ooh, that's quite tight. Inhale back to centre. Again, lock in the opposite direction as to where the movement is going. So literally just exaggerating that stretch into the muscle. And I'm working down the full length of that neck muscle here. So again, this is something that you can do. Easier to do on the smaller muscles. I think I showed you how to do it into your calf muscles there a couple of weeks ago. Not so easy on the quads, hamstrings. I need a little bit of help. And then we do the same on the other side. So again, I'm bending, tilting my right ear toward my shoulder, locking in with the fingers, drawing that stretch away from where my chin is going to tilt. So again, feeling that stretch. Inhale, go. Exhale. And you can have a little bit of play around with this, okay? So take a little bit of movement into it even as you might draw that chin a little bit more toward the shoulder. So depending on where that tension is, you might want to bring a lot more movement as you draw the head away from that lock. And again, for those traps, those upper back muscles, it is nice to get a little bit of help with this. It's not as easy to get that stretch. And then just with fingers and thumbs, just gently manipulating the muscles here, kneading them out. Nice little bit of, I'm always going on about my arnica calendula balm, but something like that's really nice just to soothe out the muscles here. Just rub it in even just before you go to sleep. It does help. Lovely. And then release. Okay, so we should feel a little bit more movement in the neck here. there is a whole flow sequence I could do for neck, but for now, just to focus on doing those little self practices anytime you are feeling that tension. And even if it is that you do work at the desk a lot, or that you drive a lot, or you're always on your phone and you're kind of hunching into the, so just because you're tight in, so a lot of people kind of say, right, well, I'm tilting my chin, so how am I tight? Because surely I'm stretching all the time, but you're stretching, but into a weak muscle, okay? And therefore, then when you try to check in your alignment and try to get your spine nice and long, your chest proud, your neck's just kind of hanging there because it's so loose from all that stretch, from all that head tilt, from either being on your computer, looking at your phone, watching TV, driving, again, going back to athletes, cyclists particularly, you've this whole kind of weakened band of tissue here, okay? So then when it does come to you developing that neck pain, you've got very little to give more, okay, to stretch into more. So that's why it's important that we keep that mobility within the neck. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you get some little benefit out of that. Have a lovely evening.